It's just a real honor and a pleasure to welcome David Mainse back to the set. David needs no introduction, absolutely no introduction. He is an icon here in Canada. Do you feel like an icon, David?
No,
you don't.
But I feel like saying congratulations to you for your 40th anniversary yesterday.
It was yesterday, yes, our 40th wedding anniversary. Kath and I have been married for a long time. People see her with me, they figure she's my oldest daughter.
Well, you were blessed, Jim. You were blessed.
Totally blessed. Totally blessed. Let's not go there because
she's blessed too.
I would go on and on.
She's had an exciting life with you that she may not have had with someone else. Believe me, the way you have trucked around the world and been involved in such unusual and exciting, you know, when the Lord made you, Jim, He kind of threw the mold away, I think, and you're unique.
Kath and I were talking about this yesterday. She said, Jim, what if I'd married that accountant in Oakville? I said, you would have had a much more predictable life.
That's true.
But David, we're talking about July. The July is here. And all of this month, you're going to be featured on our Truth to Go segment, which is just terrific. But more than that, we're going to be focusing on really good medicine. Tell me about this program. Before we kind of show the introduction, how did this thing evolve?
Well, you may say I was getting a little bored after a while. You know, I mean, I was building a house. We built a house for our retirement. Yeah. And, you know, the boredom maybe set in a little bit. I think people who retire and sit down in the lazy boy chair in front of the television set, they're gone in a couple of years. Right. You got to keep moving. I mean, even diabetes too. You work hard and it's gone. The doctor said to me a while back, you don't have it anymore. And I'm sure it's exactly because I was lifting rocks and I was doing all kinds of things in our construction of our retirement home. So I want to keep active, and Florida, well, we do have a mobile home. It's an old one. It's been there about 40 years, and all the units are fairly old. I mean, you buy a unit there for the price of a used car. Right. And so we have one there. Norma Jean has her brothers in a row along beside us. And I'm just not into shuffleboard, Jim. It's not my my style. I want action. I want to be doing something. You know, there's an old saying is, blessed is the person whose profession is also their hobby. Yeah. And I think, you know, I've enjoyed my work all these years, almost 50 years doing television in one way or another. And before that, I was doing some radio. And I just think that's what we ought to be doing. And there are lots of reasons. 5 funeral homes within a mile of our mobile home park in Florida. I mean, you know, like Seinfeld said when his mother moved to Florida when she was 60, he said, it's the law. You know, for New York City Jewish people, right. It's the law. It's the law. Well, here we are with all kinds of older people. I call them old men and older women.
Right, okay. Very wise.
Yeah, just a little diplomacy there. And, and just kind of in heaven's vestibule, if you will, just waiting to depart. And we need hope. We need counsel. And that's what I believe this television program called Really Good Medicine is filled with hope, and it's filled with good counsel. It's filled with laughter, and the name of the telecast is from the Bible verse, the proverb, a merry heart doeth good like a medicine, which has morphed into the laughter is the best medicine, which you hear as a common statement today. A lot of people use that, don't know that it comes from the Bible, the book of Proverbs. Right. But that's what it's all about.
Let's take a look at the intro to Really Good Medicine. Take a look at this. Become a super senior.
Well, we have a super senior segment. Like, for example, one of our super seniors that we featured twice in the first 13 episodes is Walter Gretzky. And Walter had gone through a stroke. He didn't know hardly knew his own name at one point, and he couldn't do anything for himself. But that guy fought back, and he's got such a sense of humor. Like they had an animated or a cartoon type picture of him outside the hockey rink in Brantford. And so he goes over with his handkerchief and blows the nose of the cartoon character, you know. I mean, it's just silliness, but great laughter, and it does good like a medicine. In fact, there are no, as far as I know, there are no negative effects. You know, a lot of people are killed by over-medication, but laughter, I don't think you can over-medicate.
One of the things you do there that I really enjoy too is you do a kind of a look back on a former era. And let's take a look at one of your look backs, which you introduced by throwing to Lorne Matthews on the piano, and then I think it's 1946, right, Bill? Let's take a look.
Here's a little hint for this song that maybe you can name this tune when you hear the little intro, Sinatra. Listen to it. You got it? I can hear him now singing it. You make me feel so young. This is music that inspires us all to be young. So listen to it. Let's enjoy it.
Hey, Lorne, I'm feeling younger already. Let's take a stroll down memory lane and see what else was making news that year. Of historical significance, 1946 saw the inaugural meeting of the United Nations General Assembly in London, England. It was originally comprised of 51 nations, has since grown to 192 member states.
Now, David, this is not exactly a reprise of 100 Huntley Street.
That's true.
I mean, this is a real departure for you. It's very lighthearted. It's very uplifting. Are you enjoying this?
I really am. Now, last month, Jim, you had as your Truth to Go teacher, you know, a doctor from the Dallas Theological Seminary on the whole subject of prophecy. I mean, that's really, really heavy.